Hello everyone, TNG Street Rider here, and I am back once again with another Marvel Heroes gameplay highlights. This time I am once again featuring Emma Frost. So the reason for this rework, or update to Emma Frost I should say, is in this patch she was actually going to suffer very much from the removal of bonus percentage to damage powers. And so what they did was they sped up her rework. The only thing is, this isn't exactly a total rework of the character. Rather, they're just revamping her powers to bring her in line power-wise with other characters and make all three of her builds much more viable, both individually or as a hybrid. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at some of the changes here. As you can see, there's less powers overall. Excuse me, but it doesn't necessarily take away from her power. It actually adds to it in a lot of cases because of new passives like telepathic mastery, which weren't here before. It gives you bonus damage rating to your mental powers, and it allows you and your allies to regenerate health. And so that of course will work for your pets as well as any other allies you have in the party. That's actually a really big buff to her telepath tree in terms of survivability and damage output, which is great because that is what will really shine through with her. In addition to that, she's also her kneel before me move. It was already kind of her signature power, but now it's officially been given the title. It does a little bit more damage. It negates 80% of the damage that's coming at her, and it has a 15-second cooldown, so it can be used relatively frequently. It's actually great power just to kind of stop everything in your tracks, regain some composure, and not die while doing a ton of damage. Of course, all signature powers still have synergy with their ultimate power, which is Grand Nightmare for her still. That hasn't changed. But I'm going to go over a couple more things that have. Her Side Bolt still does a lot of damage, still does AoE, but it now does things in AoE in a larger radius, which is really important for how much AoE damage she'll do over time. As you can see, I've got a speed buff minion with me, so you can't see it explode on anything. Oh, there you go. So the radius, it doesn't look, it may be hard to notice without me hitting things, but trust me, the increase is there, and it does definitely add to her DPS potential. Another thing that they went and did was they renamed Telepathic Vortex to Telepathic Torment, and the reason they done that is because in addition to what it used to do, it now also slows and gives the enemies a vulnerability debuff for about 13 seconds. I believe it starts off at 8 seconds and goes up with level, so that's pretty nice. It allows her to do damage, have a little bit more utility, and a little bit more room to run around and kite things if you're going again with a telepathic build. I gotta be honest, when it comes to Emma Frost, I am not too keen on the Diamond Paragon build. Not because it's not viable, it's just not my playstyle, and I already have a tank character that I honestly feel does it better. Now that has changed, of course, because they've gone ahead and they moved her Diamond Form skill. Used to be a level 28 passive, she now gets it at level 1. So she has much more strength and durability at an earlier level, which is great for people who really wanted to play Emma Frost in her Diamond form, because it adds a lot of survivability to the character, which is very important in the endgame instances and the upcoming raids for 2014. Something else I did want to talk about was her Frenzy Confusion. It was originally, where is it? It was originally unlocked around here in the tree, which would be around level 16 to 18. I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly what it is. It has been moved all the way to 47. So because it's so powerful, you get it a lot later in the tree now. However, the confused duration is still 3 seconds, and the enemies actually will do bonus damage to each other now, which is great overall if you want to really focus on pets in the Hellfire tree. I'm sorry, Hellfire Headmistress tree. Hellfire tree is Ghost Rider. Other than that, I mean, she's got, like I said, the new passive. Some of her other passives have been reworked. She has this other new passive, Perfection, regenerates 10% of her maximum diamond armor per 10 seconds. That's really if you want to go pets and diamond hybrid. I didn't take it because I'm doing telepath and headmistress hybrid. I do have a little bit of diamond paragon powers, but that's really only because I still use diamond whirlwind. I'm sure you guys remember from my first video with her, I use it as a get out of jail free card. That's still the case. I don't ever want to stay in diamond form to do tons of DPS, but I do like that get out of jail free card because it still goes through enemies, and it does good amounts of damage while doing that. Then I also took her basic diamond smash just because it restores 3 spirit per hit. I don't have very many points in it. In fact, I only have 5, but it's there just to kind of help me get spirit back in a pinch. That way I can kind of diamond whirlwind away. Works really well. And that's pretty much most of the major changes for her that were relevant to me and what I used. Now, there were a lot of changes overall to Emma Frost. I mean, her inspired minions cooldown has changed. Her diamond arm, flawless jewel is now called diamond form, so you won't see that old power there anymore. I mean, diamond heart is now, it was an old skill. It's now part of her diamond armor passive. Just a lot of things. She's been streamlined. She's been made so your points aren't spread so thin, really. And that's really great for the amount of damage that she's going to be able to do and take if you're doing the damage tank tree, Diamond Paragon. But as you can see, I'm in one of her new costumes. It's her X-Men costume. Wait, is it X-Men? Marvel Now costume. So still sexy, but she's got in all black this time. Kind of got a little bad girl look to her. I don't know. I thought it was a nice change. I know my buddy really likes this costume, so I figured why not make a video with this costume instead. Overall, from what I've been experiencing on Emma Frost, is that she isn't really drastically different than before. That's why I said this isn't really a complete rework, more of a rebalancing, or to bring her up to the new character standards like Ghost Rider, Gambit, and Loki, and characters like that. And it succeeds. You know, she's not as squishy as she was when she's out of diamond form. You know, she can take a little bit of a hit. I mean, she's not going to be a main tank in her telepathic form, but she's not going to die instantly either. And that's a really, really nice change, because you're not forced to take Diamond Paragon powers just to survive if you really didn't want them. Whereas before, you kind of had to invest at least a little bit in the powers, which really took away from the points for things that you may have wanted in your other trees. In addition, the pets, her pets still work the same. They're still based off pets that she tames, and the bonuses that are on the pets, in my opinion, are still just as important as ever. Now, that said, she doesn't need a pet like she needed a pet before, but if you're playing Emma Frost and you've got the option to have a pet, most people, I would say 9 out of 10 people are gonna want a pet, and the pet that you tame does still matter. The auras are still very important to added DPS or survivability of you and your other pets. As you can see, I have a Cyclops with me, and that's actually comes from one of her uniques in the game called Locket of Lord's Cartel. It's not a very rare unique, if that makes sense. And Emma Frost has been out a while now, so a lot of people have had the chance to go and get this unique by having it dropped. So I expect a lot of you guys to be able to have it, especially if you're a hardcore Emma Frost player. You know, you probably already have this stuff, and you're kind of waiting for new uniques to be released. I don't know of any new uniques that are being released in this patch for her, but they said that there's never going to be a comprehensive list, so I'm sure that you may come across something in your travels, or you may like a new neutral unique better than what I currently have. That's really up to you. That's really a style choice and a power choice based upon the gear that you find. And I've gone ahead and I'm using the Cyclops unique right now because I didn't see any reason not to. I mean, it's another pet, and she's doing awesome with it. So as you see here, this is one of the newer green terminals. I am only doing a green terminal because I didn't want this to be a really super long video, because I already have an Emma Frost video, and I really just wanted to give you guys a game update on her, to show you guys what she's going to be like going forward. The changes are really great.
No one likes a sore loser.
No one likes a sore loser. She's still a bitch. She still does really good damage, especially AoE damage, and she does have a lot more room to breathe now. Her builds can be a lot more varied. I initially reported that all three trees were viable. For the type of gaming that I do, I still stand by that statement. However, expert level players, I'm not sure how you become an expert level player in a game that's not competitive, but I'll say Emma Frost specialists, they have reported that some of the trees were not viable. Like, you had to pick minions in addition to something else, or you had to pick the minions and tank, and telepathic. A lot of people didn't like telepaths. Like, you know, I normally don't get too big into the changes and things like that. She was perfectly fine to me. As you can see, I'm absolutely destroying the characters. That was her signature right there. I mean, Emma Frost, she's still badass. She still does a lot of damage. You will unlock skills now later on in the tree. A lot of skills that you've had before. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, they've either disappeared, been renamed, or they've been combined with other powers, which that's the best option, because she had too many passives before, and they really needed to be combined. And she's looking really solid. The build that goes out, this is going to be in the 2.1 build that comes out on Friday, December 20th, 2013. But this is not the final pass on Emma Frost. They have said that over the coming weeks they are still going to continue to take fan input and tweak her according to, you know, what the people want. So if you have any questions or concerns for Gazillion, I completely urge you, head over to the Marvel Hero forums, voice your opinion, let them know that you, as a customer, what you want, and help make Emma Frost the absolute queen bee that she is supposed to be. Gazillion right now is on a roll. This is a great start to the character, and the 2.1 revamp looks to be amazing for Emma Frost. Again, my name is TGN Street Rider. This has been your Marvel Hero gameplay highlights 2.1 revamp, rework, update. This is a long ass title, so just go with it, people. Emma Frost, she's been out for quite a while, since September. If you haven't picked her up, now has never been a better time. She's available for $9 or 400 Eternity Splinters whenever you're ready to buy her. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and don't forget to share and check out my videos, the rest of my Marvel videos, including my new Ghost Rider preview. Take it easy, guys.